Okay, so after a busy day where we went to the States and I picked up some brand new duds, let's get into tomorrow night's game. And this could be it. So I got more information than usual on here because I want to go over how we got here and what could happen in this game and what's happened so far. And this could be it. If Vegas doesn't win tomorrow night on home ice, this is it. But there's good news. It's in Vegas. I would imagine Carnell Johnson's going to sing the anthem. I'll have my hat off for that. And it should be your standard pregame show. I also want to throw out there that people get mad about the pregame show, and I get why, but every city does it. The difference is with Vegas, they're showing it. And what's funny is that in the first round, they weren't really showing it very much. And then they started to, so people are getting aggravated because they're being shown something that's really kind of designed for the home crowd. But it's such an over-the-top show that is being broadcast everywhere. I know even when I went to see Canuck games in Vancouver, they'd have some pregame thing, and I'd be like, man, this game was supposed to start 15 minutes ago, and let's wrap her up. It just happens, and it happens that the Vegas does it a lot, and their show's a little more imaginative than a lot of other, standard hockey pregame shows. And kudos to them for putting together a good show. Let's talk about what's going on in this series. Top scorers for Washington coming into tomorrow night: Kuznetsov, 12 goals and 19 assists. Ovechkin, 14 goals and 12 assists. Backstrom, 5 goals and 17 assists. Oshie, 8 goals and 13 assists. Karlsson, 5 goals and 14 assists. Eller, 6 goals and 11 assists. Tom Wilson with 5 goals and 9 assists. Niskanen, 1 goal and 8 assists. Penalty minutes. I'm mentioning penalty minutes because we've been talking about what's been going on in this series. Oshie and Wilson lead the way for Washington with 31. Eller, 18. Kuznetsov, 16. Shots on goal: Ovechkin, 94. Kuznetsov, 87. Karlsson, 77. Turnovers: Wilson, +7. Juice, -7. Ice time: Karlsson leads the way, 25 minutes and 40 seconds. Followed by Matt Niskanen, 25 minutes, 26 seconds. Orlov, 24 minutes and 18 seconds. Ovechkin, 20 minutes, 46 seconds. Backstrom, 20 minutes, 41 seconds. Kuznetsov, 20 minutes, 32 seconds. And in goal, Braden Holtby, who has a 2.13 goals against and a 923 save percentage. But in this series, Kuznetsov leads the way with a goal and 6 assists. Backstrom, a goal and 5 assists. Oshie, a goal and 5 assists. Ovechkin, 2 goals and 2 assists. Karlsson, 2 goals and an assist. Eller and Kempny both have a goal and 2 assists. That's right, Michael Kempny has been kind of a hero for the Capitals in this series. Holtby is 3-1 with a 919 save percentage. Not fantastic throughout the series, but that includes kind of a poor Game 1 total for him. On the Vegas side of the sheet, Marchessault, 8 goals, 12 assists. Riley Smith, 4 goals, 16 assists. Karlsson, 7 goals and 8 assists. James Neal, 6 goals and 5 assists. Haula, 3 goals and 6 assists. Theodore, 3 goals and 6 assists. Tuck has 6 goals and 3 assists, and they need Tuck to come through. Perron, 8 assists. Penalty minutes: Haula, 27. England, 26. Reeves and McNabb with 18 each. So there are more penalty minutes for the top guys for Washington, but they've played 4 extra games. Shots on goal: Marchessault with 84. Neal, 63. Karlsson, 49. Turnovers: Karlsson's a +14. So even though his team's numbers are not good through this series, Karlsson's plus numbers for turnovers are getting better. So while Karlsson hasn't necessarily been a star in this series offensively, defensively he's been pretty good. Spiza's a -9, and I have to be honest, Lucas Spiza, a guy that I cheered for in Vancouver, I'm not sure why he's in the top 6 for Vegas. I've seen numerous plays in these finals where I'm like, man, that's the Spiza that Canuck fans couldn't wait to get rid of. And I say that without meaning to insult the man or belittle what he's done, because honestly, he's been really good for Vegas, but he's been a bit of a liability for them in this series. And I'm kind of surprised he's been in the top 6. And when they talk about making changes to their lineup, I'm kind of surprised he doesn't come out. Anyways, ice time. Schmidt leads the way with 24-16 on average, followed by England, 21-52. William Karlsson, 21-42. Braden McNabb, 21-37. And Shea Theodore, 21-34. In net, Marc-Andre Fleury, 2.15 goals against and a 929 save percentage. Remember when Flurry had a goals against average of, what was it, 0.4 save percentages in the 960s? It's come down. In this series, Riley Smith leads the way in scoring with 2 goals and 2 assists. Noshek with 3 goals and no assists. Colin Miller, a goal and 2 assists. James Neal, 2 goals. Carlson, 1 goal and 1 assist for 2 points. That should be a 1 and 1 equals 2. Math falling apart. Thankfully, it's impossible for my English to get bad. Theodore, a goal and an assist. And Marc-Andre Flurry with a win and 3 losses and an .845 save percentage. And here's something I've always found funny with fans and hockey fans. When a goalie's save percentage is great, he's playing awesome. When his save percentage is poor, well, it's his defense. In this series, I agree that defense has been overwhelmed by Washington's talent, but Fleury's not making those game-breaking saves that he was making in the first 3 rounds. He's not stealing goals. How many times in this series have we said, how did he find that one? And he was doing that against LA and against San Jose and against Winnipeg, and he hasn't been able to do that this round. I do think, and I agree, that Washington's been better, but Fleury has to get better. And that's just the truth. First game of this series, Vegas won 6-4, and we're all like, all right, this is going to be an interesting series, but Washington got things under control defensively. 3-2 win, 3-1 win, and a bloated score in that last game of 6-2. And there's an unwritten rule. You don't run up the score. So for fans who are new, and this is going to newer fans of the game and for anybody in Vegas, there's an unwritten rule in hockey. You don't run up the score. So if you're leading a game 4-2 and you got 5 minutes left and you get an overtime, you don't put your best guys on the ice. You don't try to run the score up. I mean, you can try not to allow the goal, but usually with power plays with less than 5 minutes left and a 2-goal lead, you'll see teams rag the puck around center ice. You'll see them taking it back behind their own net. They're just looking at the clock like, all right, we kill off this penalty. There's less than 3 minutes left in the game. What happened at the end of this game, in Game 4, between these two teams, it's kind of considered an unwritten rule because it's not really a rule at all. You can run the score up all you want, but the idea being that when you run the score up, you run the risk of these guys coming out next game PO'd. So look for Vegas to come out and swarm those first 5 minutes. And it's going to be that fine line between swarming the Capitals and not ending up out of position to allow a huge counterattack by Washington and an early goal and not to take a penalty. Because referees are going to be watching for that. And we'll see how things work out from here. But if the Capitals are lifting the cup tomorrow night, this is my last preview of the year. And, it's a strange thing, but I've learned a lot through these playoffs on how I can do my previews next regular season and how I can punch them up a little bit and add a little more to them. And I will be doing that based on what's happened in the playoffs. So there's some good to come out of this. And honestly, I'd love to see this series go 6 or 7 because I've loved this series a lot. This has been great fun. I don't know that Vegas is able to answer what the Capitals have going. And again, if you look at these totals both here and here, my vote, if I had a vote for the Conn Smythe, goes to Kuznetsov. I know how far Ovechkin has come. I know this is his big deal. You know what? If Ovechkin doesn't get the Conn Smythe, I don't think he cares. Being able to lift the Stanley Cup for the first time in his career is all he's going to care about. He's not going to care about the fact he didn't get the Conn Smythe. In fact, I think he'd congratulate Kuznetsov. He is not the selfish player he was early in his career. He's not the same guy. And I couldn't stand him his first few years in the league. But for what he is now, I have nothing but respect. And tomorrow night, he may close it out. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section below. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video. And tomorrow night, live stream. Yeah, there's going to be a live stream during, I would think, the second and third period. Probably. Same as we've done it with others. Only because once the stream is the entire game, that's a really long time, and I'm really exhausted after that. And it feels longer. At least during the first, I can just watch the game. So there will be a live stream, second and third period. And don't worry for people who are worried that they're not going to be able to ask questions or anything. Don't you guys worry about anything. We'll have everything all figured out between myself, my wife, and the moderators for the channel. We're all set. So tomorrow night's the big night. And don't forget to tune in. Thank you guys so much for being out there, for watching, for subscribing, and for an incredible season that could end tomorrow. We'll see. Thank you guys for watching. I'll talk to you again soon.